Women and boundaries. Be the women who fixed another woman's crown, without telling the world it was crooked. As a woman, today I will share with you some facts about women. But before this, if you are new to this channel, do subscribe and click the bell notification to get the latest video update. Thank you for your support. Now let's continue with the topic. Women, who are we and what do we want? In earlier generations, women were not the powerful, independent, I can do anything Wonder Women that they are today. So things have changed in the past 50 years, but not that much. Oh sure, women can pretty much pursue any career they want, but what is really different? Women still do the majority of childcare, housework, decorating, shopping, cooking. Men can also do those things, but for the most part, it's not part of their daily routine. Women now have jobs outside the home and do all the work at home too. If not, guide the maid what to do or what not. This is their own doing. I want to ask you about the first time I have this question on my mind. Me and one of my friend were sitting and talking about our lives, family, job, etc. While talking, she told me that she frequently asked her husband how much marks he will give to her as a mother out of 10. I was surprised by hearing this. I know her husband, he is a very well-behaved gentleman. But my question is why she has given the authority to grade or judge her for her hard work to her husband, when most of the child care work and household work is done by her. Moreover, she is a working woman also. Is it not like questioning herself for all her hard work? Will she pass the same ideology to her daughter? Are we as women passing the same thinking to our next generation? I want to share one more incident. I and my few friends were in a restaurant sitting and talking. Nearby, two more ladies were sitting. Then a really beautiful lady walks by. We all just looking at her and admiring her. One of the ladies sitting near us tells us, isn't she feeling cold? She is wearing a mini dress. So she is making an indirect comment on her attire. One of the guys who are with us in the group asked me, forget about men, sometimes why do women pull each other down, or why do they make these comments? So my immediate response is not all women. But it always pinching on my mind that is it true that women pull each other down sometimes? The best example is mother-in-law torturing daughter-in-law or vice versa. So what am I saying? It's this. Women are their own worst enemy. We say we want equality, but what does that mean? Equal pay for equal work? Shared childcare? Divided housework and cooking? No. Most women do all the household works and childcare works by themselves because they think it's not men's work, and men will not be knowing also. From where that thinking came? It's given by our mothers only. We have grown up by seeing these things done mostly by women only. And if some women don't do all these works, women only pass comments on them and label them as she is not a good wife. Girls learn these from a young age by looking at their parents. We have the idea of perfect women that is so unrealistic. I have seen many working couples. When they reach home, husband sits and relaxed, but the wife has to be busy with cooking, taking care of the child, etc., etc. But after doing all these, women want men to judge them whether they are good or bad. They want it to be acknowledged that they can manage everything, and if they don't, it's her fault. And we expect the same from our daughters and other women. That's our thinking of a perfect woman. I remember my first day at college. In our nutrition class, our madam told us even if you become prime minister, you have to cook food at your home or take the responsibility of kitchen no matter how busy was your day. How many of you give up on yourself for your relationships? Let me clarify. Do you pass up engagements with your friends waiting for a special phone call from the one you love? Do you sit home waiting for the phone to ring? Do you eliminate contact with your friends and family because all of your time is taken up with your new love? Will your partner leave their friends after involved with you? No, right. Do you cancel plans with your friends because your partner asks you to do something at the last minute? Do you agree to things you don't want to do because you can't say no? Why is it so difficult to tell people what your limits are? Are you afraid that you will hurt their feelings? If you do not take care of yourself and set your boundaries, you are enabling those people to take advantage of you and then you dislike them afterward. You are accountable for what happens in your life. Learn to set boundaries. Learn to clarify what you want. Learn to ask for what you want. Being vulnerable with those you love, sharing everything, from your slightest to your deepest fears, is symbolic of trust. If you fear sharing these things because you think they might be used as ammunition, you are not in a sacred intimacy relationship. I feel that it is necessary for women to applaud, support, encourage, train, and empower other women to be their very best. A noticeable difference between men and women is, men strive to be the best, while women strive to be their best. One more shocking realization I've come to in the past month, obviously from my same colleague. Underneath all of the women's liberation and empowerment, women still want to be looked after by men. Looked after, as in, feeling like a little girl who can't look after herself. I despise women who rely on men entirely for their own existence. The Cinderella Complex is alive and well. Blasphemy, you say? That's exactly what I said when the idea was first presented to me as a possible reason why most women don't stand on their own two financial feet. When a friend said the Cinderella Complex might be the reason, I thought she was nuts. So, I did what I normally do when presented with a new idea. I researched. I read anything I could get my hands on about women and money. There isn't much out there though, and I began to explore it with my friends and colleagues. I knew I couldn't just directly ask, "Do you think the Cinderella Complex plays a part in your dealings with money?" Because they will never accept and never say the truth. But during my informal talks, I discovered that yes, indeed, many women are waiting for someone to come along and do it for them, or that they have a long-buried belief of not being able to or not wanting to take responsibility for themselves. I have seen many women who give their entire salary every month to their husbands to manage finance and ask them money for their daily expenses. I know what you are thinking. Oh, those poor women. That might be true for them, but there is no way any of that is happening to me. My problems with money and finances are different. I can see it as a huge issue and I am going to address it and begin to unravel it. In case you are wondering if this might have anything to do with your life, I have created the following. Top 10 ways a woman will know if Cinderella might be lurking in the background of her life, psyche. 1. You are quite thrilled, secretly relieved that someone else, most often a man, is taking care of all that money stuff in your life. 2. You believe you can't understand investing. 3. If you ever allow yourself to think about your financial life after your husband, partner, either through death or divorce, you feel faint or nauseous or both. 4. You don't get why it matters whether or not you know anything about your current financial situation. 5. You believe you can't take care of yourself financially. 6. You think it is a sign of how much your spouse loves you if he controls all the money and financial decisions in your relationship. 7. You really like the thought of having someone take care of you in any way, shape, or form. 8. You believe your security is in your bank accounts or your assets. 9. You aren't very happy in your current relationship, but you have a great standard of living, so you stay in the relationship because you don't want to give that up and you have no idea how you could have the same life on your own. 10. No matter what your net worth is, you still have a silent and secret fear of becoming a bag lady someday. If you answered yes to even one of these statements, Cinderella is in your life to some degree. Why are women willing to turn this critical aspect of their lives over to someone else? If you are doing so, you are transferring the same ideology to your daughters. Don't do it. Don't be the enemy of your daughter. I know, with absolute certainty, that you are 100% capable of taking care of this area of your life. Yes, you may need some education and you may need to pick up a few skills and dust off some others, but the capability is there. All you have to bring to the table is your desire to do something about it. Let the exploration begin. Good luck, ladies. Thank you for watching.